I'm going to come down the line now. I'm going to talk to you individually. Now, as I talk to you, I will be touching you. If I'm not touching you, then of course I'm not talking to you. Only when I touch you, am I talking directly to you. When I'm touching on the back of the neck right now, I'm talking to you. Once you're dropping down deeper. I'm touching on the back of the neck, I'm talking to you. In a moment, you're going to hear the music of the stripper. When you do, you will be that lovely striptease artist, Miss Gypsy Rose Lee. You will do a striptease routine complete with the bumps and grinds completely uninhibited because you are Gypsy Rose Lee. When you hear the music of the stripper, get out of your chair, go into your axe. When I'm touching on the back of the neck right now, I'm talking to you. The moment you're going to hear the music of stripper. When you do, you will be that lovely striptease artist, the red-headed ball of fire, Miss Blaze Star. You will do a striptease routine complete with the bumps and grinds, completely uninhibited because you are Blaze Star. When you hear the music of stripper, open your eyes, get out of your chair, go into your axe. The one who's touching on the back of the neck, right, I'm talking to you in a moment, you're going to hear the music of stripper. When you do, you will be that lovely striptease artist, the little one from Texas, Miss Candy Bar. You will do a striptease routine complete with the bumps and grinds, completely uninhibited because you are Candy Bar. When you hear the music of stripper, open your eyes, get out of your chair, go into your axe. When I'm touching on the back of the neck, right now I'm talking to you in a moment, you're going to hear the music of stripper. When you do, you will be that lovely striptease artist from the windy city of Chicago, Miss Tempest Storm. You will do a striptease routine complete with the bumps and grinds, completely uninhibited because you are Tempest Storm. When you hear the music of stripper, open your eyes, get out of your chair, go into your axe. When I'm touching on the back of the neck, right now I want you to be down deeper sleep. In a moment, you're going to hear the music of stripper. When you do, you will be that lovely striptease artist from Paris, France, Miss Bubbles LaRue. You will do a striptease routine complete with the bumps and grinds, completely uninhibited because you are Bubbles LaRue. When you hear the music of stripper, open your eyes, get out of your chair, go into your axe. When I'm touching on the back of the neck, now I'm talking to you in a moment, you're going to hear the music of stripper. When you do, you will be that lovely striptease artist, 6'1" of Texas fun, Miss Texas Bobby Roberts. You will do a striptease routine complete with the bumps and grinds, completely uninhibited because you are Texas Bobby Roberts. When you hear the music of stripper, open your eyes, get out of your chair, go into your axe. When I'm touching on the back of the neck right now, I'm talking to you in a moment, you're going to hear the music of stripper. When you do, you will be that lovely striptease artist from Australia, Miss Terry Taylor. You will do a striptease routine complete with the bumps and grinds, completely uninhibited because you are Terry Taylor. When you hear the music of stripper, open your eyes, get out of your chair, go into your axe. When I'm touching on the forehead now, I'm talking to you in a moment, you're going to hear the music of stripper. When you do, you will be that lovely striptease artist, the blonde bombshell from New York City, Miss Lily Sincere. You will do a striptease routine complete with the bumps and grinds, completely uninhibited because you are Lily Sincere. When you hear the music of stripper, open your eyes, get out of your chair, go into your axe. Rest of you, when you hear the music of stripper, open your eyes and stand at the way of the strippers. And the rest of you out there, when you hear the music of stripper, and especially you, control yourself. And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming out onto the floor, coming out onto the runway, the original Queen of Burlesque herself, Miss Gypsy Rose Lee. Strap your drum, Gypsy Lee. Yes, here's a red-headed ball of fire, Miss Blaze Star. Get him, Blaze, baby, yeah. Coming out of chute number 3, that little blonde from Texas, Miss Candy Bar. Lay it on him, Candy, honey, whoa. From the windy city of Chicago now, Miss Tempest Storm. Imported all the way from Paris, France, Miss Bubbles LaRue. 6'1" of Texas fun, Miss Texas Bobby Roberts. From Australia, Miss Terry Taylor. Last but not least, that blonde bombshell, Miss Lily Sincere. Tease and turn in and turn them on, Lily honey. Take a bow, everybody take a bow. Gather up your clothes and sit back down. We're going to gather up your clothes and sit back down in your chairs. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's have a round of applause for all our students. Here we go. While these people are getting themselves dressed again, I would like to make a few announcements for you. I'm going to be with you one more night here. If you have some friends that haven't seen the show, you might tell us back together again. Sleep deep now. Way down, sleep deep, way down. Think left, good, left. Counting from 10 to 1, everybody dropping down a little bit deeper. Here we go, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, dropping deeper, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody take a deep breath, fill your lungs full of air. Let it out slow and drop. Subjects, I now remove all suggestions, all post-hypnotic suggestions that I've previously given you here this evening. I now completely remove from your mind every single suggestion, every post-hypnotic suggestion that I have previously given you here this evening. I completely remove from your mind now every suggestion, every post-hypnotic suggestion that I have previously given you here this evening. Except for you, Donna. You still have more strength, energy, and vitality than your husband will know what to do with for the next 30 days. I leave you with that one very strong suggestion. Now, see, that's how I get repeat business. I know he's coming back. He'll be the first one over there to put his name on the mailing list. All right, the subject now requested a post-hypnotic suggestion to have a more retentive memory. Raise your hand above your head. You want to have a more retentive memory. By the way, if I brought you up out of the audience and I mentioned a post-hypnotic suggestion would like you, may raise your hand and take one, but one only. Eventually, now as I talk to you, I'm going to be touching you. If I am not touching you, then I'm not talking to you. Only when I touch you, am I talking directly to you. The gentleman I'm touching on the back of the neck, I'm talking to when I count to 5. On the count of 5, sir, you will be very, very wide awake. You'll be very mentally and very physically alert. You're going to be full of energy, full of vitality. In fact, you're going to be ready for a party in a very positive and a very happy frame of mind. Thoroughly happy with your experience in hypnosis. And when you go back to your seat in the audience here tonight, you will do this one thing for me. When you hear me say the word show, that one word show, you will jump up. Jump to your feet. You will yell as loud as you can. The redcoats are coming! This you will do for me. Count of 5, you'll be wide awake, mentally, physically alert, feeling absolutely great. Donna, I'm talking to you now. I want you dropping down deeper asleep for the moment. When I count to 5, on the count of 5, Donna, you're going to be wide awake. You'll be very mentally, very physically alert. You're going to be full of energy. Full of vitality, you are going to be ready for a party. You'll be in a very positive and a very happy frame of mind, thoroughly happy with your experience in hypnosis. And Donna, when you go back to your seat in the audience here, tonight, you will do this one thing for me. When you hear me say the word hypnosis, that one word, hypnosis, you will jump to your feet, you will yell as loud as you can. Gee, I'm sexy! This you will do for me. On the count of 5, you'll be wide awake. Mentally, physically alert, feeling absolutely great. Oh, the gentleman I'm touching on the back of the neck now, I'm talking to when I count to 5. On the count of 5, sir, you're going to be wide awake. You'll be very mentally, very physically alert. You're going to be full of energy, full of vitality. You'll be ready for a party. A very positive, very happy frame of mind, thoroughly happy with your experience in hypnosis. When you go back to your seat in the audience here tonight, you will do this one thing for me. When you hear me say thank you, those 2 words, thank you, you will jump to your feet, point your finger directly at me, and yell as loud as you possibly can, you are a fake. When I say, who said that, you'll blame the person nearest you. Count of 5, I want you wide awake, mentally, physically, alert, feeling absolutely great. Young lady, I'm touching on the back of the neck now, I'm talking to you. Young lady, I'm touching on the forehead right now, I'm also talking to you. The young lady, I'm touching on the back of the neck now, I'm talking to you. And the young lady, I'm touching on the back of the neck now, I'm talking to you. Those of you that I just touched, when I count to 5, each of you are going to be wide awake. You'll be very mentally, very physically alert, full of energy, full of vitality. ready for a party in a very positive, very happy frame of mind. Thoroughly happy with your experience in hypnosis. When each of you go back to your seat in the audience here tonight, you will do this one thing for me. When you hear me call my dog Fido, you will jump up, you will bark, "Arf! Arf!" just as loud as you can. This you will do for me on the count of 5. You're going to be wide awake. Mentally, physically, Shannon, I'm talking to you now. Shannon, I'm going to wake any other subjects. However, I want you to remain very deep asleep. Shannon. Oh, Sharon, that's right. Sharon, I want you very deep asleep. I'm going to awaken the other subjects, and as I count to 5 to awaken them, I want you dropping down deeper on each count. Now, Sharon, when I reach the count of 5, I want you in a very, very deep cataleptic sleep. Just let yourself go. All right, the subjects that aren't awake now, on the count of 5, I do want you wide awake. Very mentally, very physically alert. A very positive, very happy frame of mind. I want you to come up slow and easy on the counts. Just let yourself drift up. 1. Take your time, it's a slow, easy count. 2. 3. Beginning to lighten now. 4. Beginning to awaken. Your eyes are starting to open. 5. Wide awake. Remain up here for just a few moments, if you would. I'm going to take you by the arms here. Keep your eyes closed. Get your feet. Walk with me. I'll guide. You just stand up and follow. Stand up and follow me. I'm going to lay you up. Very good. Walk to the bed. Walk straight. Now hold yourself physically upright, mentally dropping down. Physically upright. Physically upright, mentally dropping down. Okay, would you stand up? Stand up straight here. Take down some each reach each side. That's it. Don't get underneath the arm. Could you come give us a hand too? I don't know. Now, ladies and gentlemen, each night when I come out to do a performance, I realize that basically my audience is going to be divided into 3 different groups. Now, first of all, we have those who believe in it. These are generally people who have read some books on the subject and who really do understand what they're seeing. Secondly, we have those who don't believe in it. I feel that their motivation for coming in is strictly curiosity. Now, we have a third group of people, and this is by far the largest percentage of people. These are people who really don't know either way because they're not that familiar with the subject. Now, the only thing that I really ever ask of any audience is that they sit and they watch. After they've seen absolutely everything, that they formulate an intelligent opinion. I realize at this particular point we're bound to have 1 or 2 that are just a little bit skeptical. So I say this to the very, very last because I do it for the benefit of the skeptic. I'd love to listen to my voice. Listen to my voice do exactly as I instruct you to do. I'm going to touch various portions of your body. As I do, I want you to bring the muscles in that portion of your body up tense, tight, and rigid. And I'm going to start with your ankles and feet. I'm going to work to your neck and head. When I reach your neck and head, I want every muscle in your body tight, tense, and rigid. At that time, you will be a solid, rigid band of steel. And I want you to remain that way until I release you. All right, bring your feet in tight together. Bring your feet in tight together. Bring up the muscles down your ankles and feet. Make them tight, rigid. Make the calves tight, rigid. Now the thighs tight, rigid. Thighs tight, rigid. Hips tight, rigid. Hips tight, rigid. Make that stomach, chest tight, rigid. Stomach, chest tight, rigid. Bring up every muscle through your back tight, rigid. Every muscle right up through the back tight, rigid. Now glue those hands tight to your sides. Open them out. Open them out. Now just glue them right in. Grab those legs and glue those hands tight to your sides. Every muscle through the arms and hands stiff, tight, rigid. Shoulders tight, rigid. Shoulders tight, rigid. Now your neck tight, rigid. Every muscle in your body full of tension. Tight, rigid, tight, rigid. You're a solid, rigid band of steel. Remain that way. Remain that way until I relax you. Okay, gentlemen, here's what we're going to do. I want you guys to lay in your arms. Just your hands, primarily, holding into the arms. Okay, good part. You're going to tip her back, and then tip her back. Pick up her feet like this. Okay, now the shoulders go up on this stool. The top of the shoulder line, 4 inches from the end. That's 4 inches is for neck. Make sure she's centered from side to side. Okay, take her back. Grab her feet. Get underneath her and lift. Bring her right on up. Shoulders, 4 inches from the end now.
Oh my God.
Okay, that's it in there. That's Sit down. You stand next to me. All right, okay, that's right. You stand there. You come in here like this, alongside. Make your hand into a fist. And make that arm rigid. I'm going to use that as a balance. Every muscle through the neck and shoulders tight rigid. All the muscles down through your arms and hands tight rigid. All the muscles through the legs tight rigid. All the muscles to the small of the back now tight rigid. Every muscle in your body full of tension tight rigid. Very solid rigid band of steel. Now we're going to reverse the process. The gentleman on the feet, swing the feet around, lower them to the floor. The other two, push her up and hold her tight for me. Push her up, hold her tight. Now I'm going to relax you, love. Do not collapse. Do not collapse, Sharon. Let the muscles just relax back to their normal condition. First of all, relax the muscles to the back of the head and neck. Relax the muscles in your shoulders. Neck, head, shoulders relaxed. Okay, relax the muscles down through your arms and hands now. Good. Hold yourself physically upright. Relax the muscles down through your back. Relax the muscles in your chest just a minute. Hold yourself physically upright now. Relax the muscles in the hips. Now the thighs. Now the calves. Now the ankles and feet. Every muscle in your body back to normal. Holding yourself physically upright. Mentally dropping deep asleep. On the count of 5. On the count of 5, Sharon, you're going to be wide awake. Count of 5, you'll be very wide awake, very mentally, very physically alert. You're going to be full of energy, full of vitality, ready for a party, in a very positive, very happy frame of mind. Thoroughly happy with your experience in hypnosis. I just toned every single muscle in your body. You feel absolutely great. When you go back to your seat in the audience here tonight, you will do this one thing for me. When you hear me say the word psychology, that one word, psychology, you will leap to your feet and you will yell as loud as you can, "Kiss me, baby, I'm vaccinated." Which you will do for me on the count of 5. You're going to be wide awake. Mentally, physically alert, feeling absolutely great. Come up slow and easy on the count. Here we go. 1. 2. 3. Beginning to lighten now. 4, beginning to awaken. Your eyes are starting to open. 5, wide awake. Let's give this young lady a hand. Very good. Excellent. Come over here with me. Thank you. Listen, Sharon, I want you to step up here front with me for a minute. Let me move these back. Come on up here. I have something very special I'd like to present to you at this time. You see, Sharon, I present one of these each evening to a very special person. And tonight, you are that special person. You see, Sharon, this is a Belante gold medallion. And I present one of these medallions only to the person I walk on. I did. I walked on your body. Was it good for you, too? Listen, I want you to take this and carry it with you at all times. You see what it says here on the back? This will bring you good luck for the rest of your life and 20 years after you're dead. Let's give Sharon a hand. Okay, listen, you people, I'm going to have you go back to your seats in just a moment. I want you to go back, sit down, kind of have a drink, get your head back together. I do want to run a check on you. I guess the same thing would apply back in that area back over there by where that exit light is. We can, I think, bring the lights up in that area so I can see you well. Anyway, I have to allow a span of time to elapse 15 minutes from the time I get off stage tonight will be 10 minutes after 11. 11:10, I want you all back in that area. Now, please don't ask me to check you before that, because it takes a minimum of 15 minutes. Go back, have a drink, get your head back together, but make sure you're there so I can check to make sure you are free from all hypnotic influence before you leave. Let's give all these people a hand as we go back to the seats. They were all good friends. Ladies and gentlemen, I sincerely hope that you enjoyed the show.
All right.
I hope you not only found it entertaining, but I hope you found that it was educational. I hope in maybe watching here tonight that you learned just a little bit about this fantastic phenomenon that we call hypnosis. Hypnosis. That's beautiful, Donna. It pays to advertise. You saw me take a very serious science tonight. What I did is I turned it around. I presented it to you as a medium of entertainment. I hope in my presentation, however, it had a deeper meaning. I hope the entertainment aspect served to hold your attention, and yet at the same time to bring about a realization within your mind of what a fantastic tool this really is. See if I enlightened you a little bit, if maybe I entertained you a little bit, and then if I educated you just a little bit. I accomplished the job I set out to do. I think you're going to understand after seeing the show why it has been called the eighth wonder of psychology. Psychology? Psychology?
The red coat's coming.
We certainly appreciate the wording. Here's Sharon. Psychology. The harder you fucked it. If you did enjoy the show, by the way, do come back and see it again. I'm always the same. But every person is different. And you know, that's what really makes it so fascinating. Do me a very special favor, too. Tell your friends about what you saw. Your word-of-mouth advertising is the best possible thing that anyone can have. And I really would be so grateful for any that you do give me. I would, by the way, like to take this opportunity to thank you.
You are a fake!
Who said that? She did? She certainly has a deep voice, I'll tell you. For being such a very wonderful audience, being so quiet during the induction period, and allowing these people to be hypnotized. You were very courteous, very polite. I sincerely do appreciate that. How about a round of applause, too, for the gentleman down here who played the dirty old man tonight? Did you say it was typecasting? And then there's the people that made it possible for me to come and see all of you tonight. How about a round for the management here, too? By the way, when they do have entertainment, I always try to get a group of people together and support it, because that's the only way that you're going to get. You don't have to go all the way to Seattle, so you don't have to drink and drive all the way back from Seattle or whatever. They bring it right here for you, close by. So support it whenever you do have it locally this way. Also, there's a very fine group of people I've come to appreciate over the years. In fact, one of the young ladies that's one of the managers here was with me down at McGovern's many years ago. And it's one of the toughest jobs in the world, and that's really waiting on the public. First of all, you lose all your Friday and Saturday nights. You don't get to ever go out when the action's out there. And it's a tough job as well. Let's have a round of applause for our staff. Listen, when you leave tonight, don't forget to remember, tipping is not a city in China. And then there's the young lady too. I almost forgot her. How could I forget her? Because she's got a very diligent job, a tough job. I didn't realize it until I got behind the camera and tried to operate it for about an hour. And she's been back there a long time. And to keep that concentration for that period of time and follow all the action up here. Let's have a round of applause for Sue. She did. Listen, I'd like to leave you with a little philosophy. It's simply this. You know, it's not what's in front of you that blocks your way. It's really what's inside of you that holds you back. Till I see each and every one of you again, good night, good luck, God bless you, and where's my dog? Here, Fido! Mr.